Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. So if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know it's a quite common occurrence on this channel for me to respond to people making these why I'm no longer vegan videos. And I've been doing this for a long time. I believe the first year we started our channel, 2013, I made my first response to someone describing why they had to quit veganism, like their hair is falling out, all these things. And in this time, like over 10 years of making these response videos, I've noticed quite a few patterns and similarities common to pretty much all of these people, like 95% of them making these why I'm no longer vegan videos. So I thought it was time to make my video about me, why I'm still vegan after now 14 and a half years, and I'm quite older than most of these people I've responded to. I'm 57, so I'm gonna share with you why I'm still vegan, and I think it's down to a few basic points that I have down pretty well that a lot of these former vegans didn't. Alright, so the number one reason why I'm still vegan, and I'm sure a lot of you guys that watch our channel know what I'm already going to say for the number one reason, you guys know what it is, that I don't do any kind of extreme and restrictive way of eating, such as like raw veganism, or even worse, raw fruitarianism, you know, ways of eating that where you're excluding perfectly fine and healthy food groups. And you guys know, nearly all of the people that I respond to who make these why I'm no longer vegan videos were at least some point, if not the entire time that they were eating a plant-based diet, they were doing one of these extreme and restrictive ways of eating, raw or fruitarianism. And to make matters worse for many of these raw people doing an already extreme and restrictive way of eating, they'll find even more additional ways of having their diet be even more extreme and restrictive by regularly fasting. If you didn't already know, I don't think I'm speaking any myths, truths here, but it's very common for practitioners of raw vegan diets to regularly engage in various forms of fasting.
A year into my journey, I decided to do a 25-day water fast. And I felt like I resetted my whole body. I was eating at the time a low-fat raw vegan diet.
And juice fast. At least you're getting some calories and nutrients, but you're foregoing all like just solid plant foods for real no other reason than some fictional belief that you're gonna detox harder.
What do people think they're cleansing when they do juice and smoothie cleanses or detoxes? But I hate to break it to you, if you have functioning organ systems, you're already detoxing all day, every day.
So what ends up happening for a large portion of people who do raw diets, I'm not saying 100%, I know some that have been doing it for decades and they're fine, but there are the exceptions to the rule. Many of these people that made these why I'm no longer vegan videos share in common various things, such as say gastrointestinal issues, where they need to go see a gastroenterologist but refuse to because many of these people think modern medicine is evil, it's some kind of conspiracy theory. They just need to fast harder rather than seeking a doctor. They do more of what was causing their problem to make their problems even worse, then they quit and blame it on veganism.
And so I doubled down like you. I doubled down into raw veganism. I'm like, what am I missing? I gotta juice more, I gotta detox more.
And others just suffer from basic malnutrition issues from not getting enough calories. This is common symptoms. Whenever I hear about people say that like they're losing their hair, just pulling hair out.
One of them was my hair. My hair started falling out, and it was falling out bad. I lost probably 40% of my hair.
That can happen on any diet if you're not getting enough calories. Vegan, McDonald's, whatever. So the bottom line is this: if you are intentionally following a diet that is inherently extreme and restrictive and you're not getting enough nutrition, you might not be getting your nutritional needs met, your caloric needs met, you're probably going to have some problems. It might not happen for a while. It could take years for your problems to manifest where you get to the point where you're considering making a why I'm no longer vegan video. So following that line of thought, the number two reason why I'm still vegan after all these years is that I'm following a diet that science has validated to be nutritionally adequate. Yeah, instead of following some diet based on propaganda and woo-woo and detoxing and all this stuff, I know that there's a body of science out there that, you know, nutritional studies that have been done on plant-based plant-based diets, and there's a general scientific consensus as to what constitutes a healthy, nutritionally adequate plant-based diet. I've never seen any nutritional organization, health organization, recommend giving up all cooked food and calorie restricting and fasting or anything like that. No, there's a scientific consensus out there, and it says very clearly to eat a well-balanced, well-planned, sensible vegan diet to get your nutritional needs met. And that's exactly what we do. And if you want to have a look at how we eat, you can check out our Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. It's still on sale. We haven't lowered the price since Black Friday, like a couple years ago, but it's full of relatively easy to make recipes made out of whole food plants. And that's how we eat day in and day out, whole food plants. But, you know, I'm not like fanatical about it. I mean, I still eat some like processed vegan food, especially when we leave the house. I don't expect all the restaurants and places we go to follow a whole food plant-based diet. So yeah, I don't think a little bit of like fake vegan burger meat or whatever like that's gonna kill me getting it once in a while. So yeah, you can be flexible with that. It's you gotta have fun still as a vegan. So following up on these previous 2 reasons why I'm still vegan, the number 3 reason why I'm still vegan is that I'm evidence-based in my information rather than like say woo-woo based or intuitive eating based or something like that. Like I showed a reason number 2. There's a general scientific consensus as to what constitutes a healthy vegan diet. The problem with not being evidence-based is that you could get dietary information from people who are just lying or just completely making crap up, because anyone can say anything, and some of these people sound really convincing and they make all sorts of crazy, unprovable claims.
The 3 reasons why raw food truly does reverse and heal and eliminate all disease.
The problem with the vegan diet is you can never get all of the vitamins and minerals and fatty acids that your body and your brain need.
Our body is not designed to eat these starches. Starch isn't even a food, it is a chemical, and it is weakening your stomach acid.
I mean, it's really not that difficult to eat healthily as a vegan. I just want to point out there, you don't have to eat in a healthy way to be vegan, because veganism is not a diet. It's a stance against animal cruelty and exploitation. So you have your choice. If you want to eat a junk food diet, just eat like Oreos and beer all day, you can do that. That's vegan. Would I do that personally? Would I recommend that? Hell no. That's why I follow the advice of the health organizations that I showed earlier as to what constitutes a healthy vegan diet, because I would prefer to live a healthy life rather than one just where I'm all sick and dying. Which leads me to my 4th and final reason as to why I'm still vegan after all these years, is because I'm vegan in the first place, meaning I'm against animal cruelty and exploitation. That's what led me to eat like this a long time ago. Before I even went vegan in 2010, I realized before then that animals don't need to die in order for me to live, meaning humans don't need to breed animals into existence intentionally, keep them in these inhumane, cruel, exploitative conditions their whole lives, only to lead them to a short life where they're slaughtered in a slaughterhouse so you can have a burger or something like that. To me, it's like, why choose that path when I could choose to eat plants instead? The reason why I bring this 4th point up is because when I watch many of these why I'm no longer vegan video people, I rarely see them talking about the animals, because veganism is not about you. It's not about, ooh, I'm trying to achieve optimal human health, I'm trying to detox and improve my woo-woos or whatever. That's a selfish thing. And I'm not saying that's bad, but veganism is one of the most unselfish things a person can do, because you're choosing to not eat another living sentient being. It's kind of unfortunate that raw veganism is called raw veganism, because as I pointed out, most raw vegans I've met and responded to weren't ethical vegans. Yeah, some are. I'm not saying you can't be both, but most of these people I've responded to seem to have really little to no concern about animal cruelty and exploitation. They were doing it for personal, selfish reasons. If anything, any of you raw vegans watching and you're thinking about making I'm a no longer vegan video, or maybe you remember this in a year or 2 when you finally get health issues and you have to quit, don't make a why I'm no longer vegan video. Make a why I'm no longer raw vegan or why I'm no longer fruitarian video, and you won't see me responding to you, because at least you're being honest about what you're eating. Don't blame veganism for your problems. Don't blame the stance against animal cruelty for your health issues, and don't blame that just people eating a well-planned, sensible vegan diet for your choice to eat in a completely different, unhealthy way. I mean, really, why don't they make why I'm no longer raw vegan or why I'm no longer fruitarian videos instead of why I'm no longer vegan videos? If you can tell me, answer down below. If you made one of these why I'm no longer vegan videos, let me know why you titled it like that instead of why I'm no longer a raw fruitarian video. And also let me know down below, all you people who are not raw vegans, how many of the 4 reasons I outlined in this video why I'm still vegan after all these years, how many of those 4 reasons are you like doing as well? Is that the right word, doing? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Let me know how many of those match up in your life as well. I'm curious to see. Let me know down there. So if you think everything I said here is nuts and veganism sucks, or you think raw fruitarianism is the way to go and you're whatever, anyway, come to my Friday live stream, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just be civil and I'll hear you out. So until then, guys, remember, it doesn't suck being vegan.